would like to donate this stage to the Museum of Arts and History and to the Museum Music Maker Band. I'm going to give Steve the keys and the restoration and the whole works to him. And this belongs to Steve.
Thank you, Bob. That's really nice. Bob Bright is one of our workers here at the museum. He's donated the sound equipment we're using right now. We've been using that all over the place for the last couple of years, and now he's been working hard. He's gotten all kinds of donations of materials here to put this stage together for us to use at the museum, and he put a lot of his own time and effort into it. We're very proud of it. I'm proud of you, Bob. Thank you. We're going to kick it off now with a little music. We got lots of musicians. We're going to be taking turns all day. In just a few minutes, Roy McGinnis and the Sunnysiders are going to be performing some of the best bluegrass music you ever heard. But to get it kicked off, we're going to use the museum music makers. That gets me on and off the stage, and Sarah, so we can both get back to work.
We're speaking with Jerry Randazzo, who designed all the machines that you see here. Jerry, can you tell me a little bit about, say, this one?
Okay, this one is a cordless engine. It has 4 valves, 2 inlet valves, and 2 exhaust valves with the dash pots here.
Okay.
It has 2 dash pots and with a wrist plate And what happened is it's got latches here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
See, latches engages the valve,
Yep.
and then it disengages it. See?
How long did it take you to design something like this?
It took me a year and a half to build this. That's from blueprints.
Where did you get the blueprints for this?
From California, Coles Power Malos.
Oh, okay.
California.
So this is but did you build all the machining? You did all the machining for everything?
The complete system here was built by me. All the adjustments here, this all built, the screws, everything. The governor. This governor's got a weight here for the adjustment here.
Okay.
Also, see this little tiny bolt here?
Yep.
You latch it in there. That's how you adjust the speed by turning there.
That's
By
remarkable.
lifting this here, it moves the cams,
Right.
and that's how you adjust your valves right there.
What got you interested in doing this?
Well, I was in Greenfield Village once, and I saw all these steam engines there, and that's what.
It really caught your interest. That's really interesting. And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, about 10 years now.
10 years.
Those, this I built this the complete thing. Yeah. This was built. This had few castings.
Okay, a few castings.
This is no casting.
Right, I can see that. That's all your own machining.
Yeah, this all the cylinders and everything. Also, this had some castings in it.
Yes, I see that.
That I machined. Also, the other two I did the whole thing too.
Can I ask you why you do this?
Just reminds me of the old, the old times. To remind kids today, how things used to run.
Okay.
It makes
That's very
it,
interesting. These are really, really nice, and they do show a lot of the intricate machines the way they were in the old days.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you very much for being with us. This is great. Good addition to the Pioneer Days.
Thank you.
Okay, this is an observation hive. It shows the activity that goes on in a normal hive. Basically what we're looking at here are worker bees, and on the top here they have filled the cells with eggs. The eggs hatch, and the eggs are going through a metamorphosis right now, similar to a metamorphosis that a butterfly goes through. When the bee actually hatches, it develops, or it hatches as a fully developed bee, and it just takes about 10 days for them to become acclimated to the hive and like that. And at that time they're old enough that they're able to go out and actually start foraging for honey. There are actually 3 types of bees in a hive. There's the worker bees that we can see here. There's also the queen bee that's a little bit larger, and then there's also a drone bee that's the male bee in the hive. The honeybee is the only social insect that winters over as a group, and that's necessary for us in agriculture because we need them for the pollination early in the spring. I've been skating for your granddad a couple days ago that I went over and talked to him. Did he? Yeah. He's working all the time? Yeah.
Start out with a white egg, and any of these lines I'm making right now are going to stay white. The next step is to put it in yellow, and the wax holds the color. Just like I wanted purple grapes, I did these by hand, waxed over. The next, and these lines are yellow, and the next step I'll put it in another color, like the orange, and you graduate down like from yellow to orange to red. You start with the lightest color, like this egg here starts with white, and I put it in green, and then I put it in the dark red. Now I'll melt the wax, I'll put it in the oven, and they'll look just like those. It's the wax that holds it. I'm going to put it in the paint right now. Wait, it'll be just 1 minute, okay?
did not want to go by it. We went by okay, but just in the interest of being as safe as possible. You want to try a little bit?
Trotting a little bit better than walking?
No, not. Well, they like to trot. They like to trot, but see, we're here for 6 hours, so we try to save them as much as can. We get a little, they have to expend a little more energy when But walk, easy to walk. That's the way. But they both know their names. Yeah. Now, their names are Sonnet and Sonata. Okay, and I call one Nada, so it sounds different. Right. But if one is lagging back, sometimes I call their name and crack them with the whip. Not excessively, but they gotta both pull this evener in front of us here equal. They both gotta pull equal, so that's what we do. Okay. And the mare on the right is a little bit hotter, so sometimes I just vibrate my hand on her line and then speak to the other and urge the other on, so they're going evenly like they are now. So right.
Okay.
David Long, Croswell. What I'm doing right now is making tent stakes. Heat at the one end, you draw it out. Whenever you move steel, you call it drawn. And this other end, I'll put a hook, bend it around, and around the inside here. And that's where your rope won't cut your, or the steel won't cut your rope.
Oh, you make it kind of a rolled edge.
Right. The rounder off instead of a square edge. And then I make a few different items. Tongs, soup ladles, rat smackers, one kid calls them.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, let's see. Probably about 7 years now, something like that. 7, 8 years.
Is this a weekend thing for you?
Yeah. I go to muzzleload and shoot, and that everything I do here blends right in with it, and that's where I make my trades at.
This is the thing that we try. We try to bring living history to Fort Huron. We try to show them that the Civil War was a horrible war. And out of the ashes of the Civil War came this great. This is what the Civil War veterans want us to tell. Not remember them for the battles, the death, and destruction. But out of the ashes came this great. For you.
They were in like a 3-day battle. Was it continuous or was it a daylight battle and return? What would they do between?
Well, it depended a lot. It depended a lot on the situation, on the weather too. Now, at Gettysburg, after the first day, the Union troops recovered and regrouped on Cemetery Ridge. Then, over on Culp's Hill, Confederates attacked, and they fought pretty much the whole night through. And Union troops were. My own great-grandfather was at Culp's Hill, and then they sent him down to Spangler Spring. And then they brought him from Spangler Spring back to Culp's Hill to show the people, to show the Confederates that they had reinforcements there, but they were just shipping men from one position to another. They did fight all night sometimes, but usually they stopped. Depended a lot on the weather. Whether it was raining, now if it's raining, you have an awful time to fire this rifle because it was powder. But if you take and want to continue the battle, they do a lot of hand-to-hand fighting too.
Yeah, there really is. If you're into that kind of thing. Oh, I think it's wonderful. These are your horses? Yep. We raised them. In fact, my wife and I raised them. So you know that this carriage was used in a parade to commemorate the opening of the Blue Water Bridge 50 years ago this year. Oh, that's cool. At that time, it was owned by the Aikman Bread Company. Gee, last year, or a year ago last year, they had an article on this area of the ballroom up above the rectory of St. Joseph's Church, the homes in this area. It's got a beautiful history to it, just a beautiful history. I think people like the Sequoias redoing this building sure helps. Oh yeah, sure does. You get one and then you get another. Everybody lets it go, that's what you get.
Well, Mr. Jones, why should I hire you for this position?
Well, I guess I can do the job.
Okay. Well, we're probably not going to need anyone right at this time, but I'll be in touch.
All right.
Thanks.
Mr. Jones has just entered the unemployed zone. He is destined to stay there until something or someone changes his life. You may not be having the same difficulties as Mr. Jones. However, if you need a job and would like to be one of over 500 clients placed throughout St. Clair County, then Project Opportunity can help you. Project Opportunity is a job-seeking skills program of the Port Huron Area School District. It assists clients in preparing resumes, conducting interviews, and in improving their personal skills. Let Project Opportunity be your pipeline to over 2,500 jobs throughout St. Clair County.
Well, Mr. Jones, I'm really glad you came back. Welcome to the company.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Dwyer.
Call Project Opportunity at 984-6552. The next job could be yours.